Why would we start? Come on.
Oh, that's
a weird graph.
That is a really weird graph.
What the heck? What did you do?
It's probably because you were talking
Is someone
as it started.
I was talking slanted.
Is someone on like a track? What?
What the heck is it doing?
The left and the right are unbalanced.
Oh, here it is.
Mine is.
I did a
Look at
joke
that.
with a friend of mine a while ago where because I have two mics in the house all the time. So I had one like way over here and then one over here. So I was in like Apple spatial audio just for streaming for no reason.
And you guys got pranked right at the start of this episode.
I pranked myself. That was dumb.
That's a good prank, actually.
What? Just completely flip the switches around and then forget about it?
Yeah. Back when I was a little kid at youth group, and we would run around the church, we would always play a prank on the sound people on Sunday by running up to the soundboard
and then just completely
messing
ganking
with
it.
all of the switches.
I'm certain
that's
they
terrible. I hate
loved
that so much.
Yeah. It was
I'm
pretty
surprised
cool.
you were able to leave that church alive.
The thing is, I ended up becoming the sound guy in high school.
Oh.
And then I had to deal with the
Yeah.
kids coming up and touching my stuff. So I think I served my sentence.
Yeah.
It comes back around.
You paid
almost.
you paid your time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Were
we
you
have
ever
a
were you
few-
ever the sound guy, Carly?
Actually, I was. I did PowerPoint.
PowerPoint? That's the
Heck
most
yeah.
important job.
Yeah. Don't screw up.
Are we allowed to
I
introduce
screwed
our
up.
guests?
I
this
screwed up one
episode?
time and then I
We have guests.
cried like during the middle of the
I
service.
mean, these people are
because that's how
normally
frustrated
here.
I was.
I mean, that's fair enough, but they're not here with the variety.
We're joined by my wife, Levi.
Oh, okay. Okay. I don't know if
My
I'm your wife,
wife,
Paul.
Carly.
Yeah, my wife, Carly.
Hello.
She's real nervous and I made her do this. She did not want to. Right?
Yeah.
Say the answers that are funny.
And we're here with my still girlfriend. Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. Ruthie!
Do you check with that like every hour or something?
Do you need to confirm
Yeah, I have
that?
to. I still don't believe it, honestly.
Yeah. So it's the 5-person show. My wife and I are sharing a mic, and Ruthie and Elliot are sharing a mic. Levi is alone,
stand
and actually, I want you to sit in the kitchen alone and think about what you did.
No.
I didn't do
It's
n-
okay.
like anything.
If you
Sit
go to
sit in the office
kitchen,
alone.
You can always bring us some more of those cheese curds if you want.
Oh,
That would be really nice. But Levi, I want to say you are an important part of this vehicle because everyone knows it's not a real car without the spare tire in the trunk.
Yeah, you definitely can't leave without
Every
that.
car has a fifth wheel,
You definitely can't.
and
just-
Levi is our important fifth wheel.
Are you bringing the whole tray? What are you doing?
See? That's why he's the fifth wheel.
Please don't spill it. Since
Wow.
Carly helped clean the house, I mean, Carly did a lot of cleaning in the house. How would you feel if Levi just completely spilled on the floor?
I'd be sad.
That's it. She's a woman of few words.
Yeah. Good thing
Wow.
none of us have ever spilt on the floor.
that's right.
Ever. During the entire history of this podcast and previously when we were here before it.
If you can't see, Paul has the most deadpanned and pained look at Elliot right now.
There's a reason why the floor is now reddish brown
Yep.
instead of
It's
just
'cause we
brown.
dissected a pig.
It looks
No,
good.
we didn't. Not yet. We haven't done that yet. We haven't hit the monthly gain yet.
I think I understand why you guys often talk with your mouth full, though, which is one of my biggest pet peeves. Just so you know, Levi. Yeah, but you guys always have good snacks.
Yeah, we always
we
have
do.
good
The
snacks.
snacks are good.
What did we have last? Oh yeah, last week. What did we? Jalapenos. I
The
think.
jalapeno poppers.
Yeah,
That's right.
jalapeno poppers with
That
dipped
was a
in
mess.
buffalo sauce.
Dang, you missed
Yeah.
out on that.
Yeah, you did.
And ranch.
Yeah,
It was good.
we had 5 bathroom breaks during the episode.
That's not true.
That checks out.
That is true.
Yeah. Where were you last week? Were you here or were you? Oh, you were gone for a little bit.
Yeah,
was bell ringing for the Salvation Army.
She was bell
Nice.
ringing. How much of that was bell ringing? How much of that was sitting in the entrance alone again?
A good hour of it was just sitting there because they forgot to bring the bell.
That's pretty rad.
No collection bucket or anything. Just you and your coworker.
Yeah, we just sat and talked to her a bit.
Wow.
Nice.
That's actually like the worst part about bell ringing is having to ring the bell. So there you go.
Is it really?
Yeah.
I thought that's what you signed up
You
for.
just ring it when people
That's kind of in the name
walk
there.
Yeah. I'm a
No.
bell ringer. What do you do? I sit there silently and watch people as they go past.
No, we always like sang Christmas carols and stuff, so we were actually like enjoyable instead of just like irritating.
Oh, are you saying something about my wife?
Wow. Wow.
No, it's okay.
Yeah. This is actually just a duel between Carly and I right now.
I mean, we don't need to be in the room.
Yeah, we can just leave. This can be your show today.
Elliot
we-
asked me earlier if I could take Carly in a fight, and I said yes.
I don't think you can.
Do you think you could
I'm a
take me?
kicker. I
Really?
use my legs a lot.
I bite a lot.
She scratches a lot. My back
and biting.
is
All
just
right.
gone.
Yikes.
Yeah, I'm also a biter.
Yeah.
She calls it cute aggression, then explain the bite marks on my shoulder. People think I'm violent.
There's 7 kids in my family, and we used to have like fight night.
Nice.
And then we all had like our names and stuff, and then they would
Nice.
announce us. So we would like, my dad would like announce us. We'd all like make a little square for ourselves out of the couches.
Yep.
And then we'd have one person on one side and one person on the other side, and then they would like, say your whole spiel and stuff, and then we just duke it out.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What was your wrestling name?
I don't want to say it.
I want to hear it, though.
Elliot, you should say it. Do you remember?
I don't remember. No.
Then this is a test. You should have known.
Yeah, I think you've told me before, and I remember thinking it was really funny, but I don't remember specifically what it was.
I don't want to say.
It's too late now. You baited it on the podcast. You
Okay.
have to say.
It has been baited on the podcast.
Is the Ruthster.
That's right.
She's real cocky.
Carly, what's your fight name?
Oh, I didn't have one growing up.
You grew up on a cow farm. You had to wrestle like 100 cattle into stations like every day, didn't you?
Cow wrestling for a reason.
It is cow wrestling.
I don't know. I got into an accident with a cow, and my youth pastor called me the cow slayer, even though I
That's it.
Even
That's the name.
Yo.
Even though you lost horribly,
The cow
pretty
slayer.
bad. I got 20 stitches. So.
it dragged her alongside a barbed wire fence.
No.
I'm okay now.
Well, the emotional trauma is still there. She still wakes up screaming in the middle of the night.
She literally has a cow phone case, so I feel like you're adding trauma to yourself there. Yeah.
She has to. Well, she has to get used to it. She has to get past it. So the best way to do it is
It's like
to
exposure
get
therapy,
triggered.
but for cows.
just get triggered every single time she looks at her phone.
I remember
It happens.
cows.
Yeah.
It's kind of like Levi with the HAYBAILS. Is BALES?
For what?
B-A-L-E-S.
What?
Kind of like Levi and HAY.
He's spelling
B-A-
hay bear.
No! Not hay bales, please.
Yikes.
There's a reason why my phone case isn't a hay bale.
Maybe it should be.
Yeah.
Maybe it is already. We didn't really have like a fight night or anything like that, like you guys, or like you did.
Mhm.
But we did have.
What just happened?
He threw a thing.
Levi's freaking out. He's having an episode.
He's looking at his phone case and panicking.
He
It
sees.
looks like hay bales. I see the hay bales.
He
There's actually
does
one in
see
this
it.
room. It's in the corner.
Frick.
But I grew up on a lake. And there was a raft out there, and so my dad and I would throw down on that sometimes. And I am currently 6 inches taller than my dad, and well over 100 pounds more than him, or 100 pounds heavier than him. And we'd wrestle and stuff, and that all stopped the day I grabbed him by the arm and threw him over my head, just like with
Oh my
one arm,
God.
and threw him like this. And then he came up out of the water and said, "Yeah, we're done."
That would do it.
Let me pop my shoulder back into place.
Oh,
Swim
no.
in. So maybe I shouldn't have done that, but it was in the moment. He had already
Nice.
won a couple rounds, and I couldn't let him.
We never really roughhoused on rafts because we lived on a lake too, but then my brother one time jumped on somebody else's raft and then lost their ladder.
Nice.
And so then when we moved and then we were like we'd go to lakes instead of just like having one in our backyard.
Yeah.
My youngest brother was running to go like jump off of the like diving board thing, but he slipped, landed on the diving board and then just kind of rolled off. And yeah, we just would always get hurt and stuff, and so my mom would like sit on shore and just scream at us the whole time. So
Nice.
we tried to err away from actual physical altercations as opposed to just accidental.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like people in your family getting hurt is a pretty common theme through any activity that you do.
Yeah, but we've never broken any bones until Micah. Should we edit that part out?
Nah, it's just the first name.
Do you want his name on the podcast?
I don't know. He's just a little tot. But he's just a boy.
What did he do then? If he's just a little boy.
He literally was on top of so his friend is really good at doing backflips.
Okay.
And so
he thinks he can do backflips.
no, that's the hilarious part. He was taking a video of his friend doing a backflip. He was sitting on top of a church sign, and then he was trying to get off of the church sign after he was taking the video, and then was holding himself up and literally just dropped to the ground, landed on his foot weird, and broke his foot. But he's the youngest, and none of us have ever broken a bone, except, somebody whomped me one time in the nose, and I, like, displaced my septum in my nose.
Yeah, but that's no
Kinda
bones,
see.
so.
Yeah.
It isn't a bone.
But
I have that as
That's
well.
not coming through
I
on the
can't
mic.
breathe out of my left nostril.
That's sad.
Yeah.
Really?
No, it was a problem. I had to go get a COVID test a couple weeks ago
Mm.
because I was out sick,
Mm-hmm.
and because Levi got me sick, and I had to do the COVID test. So they tried to put the thing at my nose, and they just couldn't.
Yeah.
So they put it up this nostril, but they couldn't put it up the left one.
They couldn't poke your brain?
No, they couldn't poke my brain with the stick.
Oh, my word.
Yeah.
The first time
Yep.
I went to go have a COVID test done, I pulled up in my car, and then the lady was like, she's like, okay, look forward. And I was like, okay, look forward. She doesn't want me to see her. No big deal, whatever. And she's like, okay, and then hand me a tissue. And I was like, she's preparing for me to cry. I'm going to cry. And she's like, put your hands on your lap. And I was like, oh, my word. Oh, my word. And I was just like freaking out. And then she just went straight for it and like poked me right in the brain.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's rough.
I like the new one where it's just like the rim of the nose.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Did they not do that for you? Is that what they were?
they did. So the first one they did was just the rim, and then this one was like like they tried to, and then they ended up doing a rim because they couldn't put it up there. So
Mm-hmm.
they're just like, well, I guess we'll just do the other one.
Yikes.
Yeah. Yeah.
I did one of the rapid tests a few weeks ago.
What's that
And-
one? Do you just spit in a jar?
No. You actually jam the thing up your nose yourself.
Oh.
And so I had the pleasant experience of doing that to myself.
Wait, you do it at home like a pregnancy test, or do you? Okay.
It literally looked
Don't
like a
pee on
pregnancy
it.
test.
Pee on it, then
That was
shove
the
it up your
joke.
nose.
No.
Curly.
You seem uncomfy.
It's just my fake laugh.
It's okay. I get the fake laugh a lot.
From who?
Her.
Oh,
I'm apparently not funny. Which I mean, I
Checks
know
out.
that, but also
Rip.
That's going to be okay, Paul.
it's fine. It's whatever. I married her for money anyway. So
My mom always
all
said
that farm money.
My mom always says, I married your father for his money, and I'm sticking around till I actually get some. It sounds really harsh.
Yeah,
it is not an
sounds a little
accurate
bit-
reflection of their relationship.
Yeah.
Okay,
That's
Elliot,
funny.
do you have any Thanksgiving stories?
Yeah, you were the
Okay.
one that wanted to do this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So first
Start
of
us
all,
off.
welcome to the episode, everyone.
Oh yeah,
I
welcome
don't think
to
we've
Lake
officially
City
done
Variety episode 22.
An intro.
The Ruthie and Carly special.
/ Thanksgiving special.
Yeah?
Yeah. The one that's going to come out 4 days after Thanksgiving.
That's all right. We released our
Halloween
Halloween one.
like
Also
2 days
4
after.
days
Yeah.
after.
That's
No.
all right. Yeah. I just wanted to hear everybody's best Thanksgiving stories. I've got a couple to share, I guess, and I don't know.
Oh,
I
got some
Thanksgiving is one
stories.
of my favorite holidays, just because the entire idea of it is you just come together and then just eat an unholy amount of food together as a family and be like, ugh.
Do you guys still have to sit at the kids' table? Like any of you guys, when you guys go to Thanksgiving, do you have to sit at the kids' table?
Only if I want to,
Mm.
It's the same for me.
but it's
yeah.
about 50-50.
Yeah, the
'Cause I
youngest,
like my cousins.
the youngest kid that comes to our Thanksgiving is 21. He just turned 21. So we choose to sit at the kids' table because we don't
Mhm.
want to have adult conversations.
Oh yeah.
Dude, that's where it's at.
Yeah. We just want to make fart jokes the whole time while we're eating turkey. It's been the same thing since we were 8. It's not going to change.
Yeah. Thanksgiving tradition.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That and the dads versus lads football game, which every year just gets sadder and sadder as we get older and slower, and the dads slowly deteriorate
Yeah.
Oh no.
because in November, in where we live,
Mm-hmm.
it gets real cold and the ground gets even colder. And so when you accidentally trip and slam your knee into the ground, there's no give other
Yep.
than your knee.
Oh.
And so the amount of times the game has ended prematurely because the dads have busted a knee is like 3 or 4 times in the
Mhm.
past 10 years. Yeah. They're
Checks
just,
out.
yeah,
It's
they
not a
just
freak
we're,
bait.
we're not running anymore. We're not doing this anymore. We're gonna do.
Just invest in some knee pads.
They should,
Yes.
but I don't think it would help them much. And then we tried doing because we don't do, my family doesn't do Thanksgiving with like extended family.
Mm-hmm.
My dad's best friend since 5th grade is like been around like his whole life. Like they were college roommates for 4 years and did all that sort of stuff. So we still do holidays with them.
Sure.
But so my brother, my little brother's the tall one. He's like 6'7". I'm 6'5", so I'm the shorty. Our dad is like 5'11", so not too bad. Which you think that's short until you look at his best friend and his kids, because his best friend's like 5'5",
Oh god.
and then his tallest kid is 5'8", and so they don't want to play family versus family anymore.
Full contact football.
Full contact against me, 300 pounds, just laying all 3 of them out at the same
You
time.
are the only linebacker.
Yeah, it's just me, and then my brother runs as fast as possible. Just the Flash appearing on the other side of the field. Anyway. Yeah,
My family never really did like a football game or any activity like that.
highly recommended. It's a
We
good time.
are not of the athletic type.
Oh, neither are we. That's the best part.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure that my dad has never touched a football in his life.
Really?
I
Like-
can see it. I
Like,
can see it.
I think he's seen one before.
He knows like generally
Maybe
what they're
he's
shaped
been in
like.
the same room as one at one
He
point.
still thinks they're circular and with like the laces on the side instead of the weird oval thing that it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think if he was given a lineup of a football, a baseball, and a basketball, he would get 2 out of 3.
That's pretty good.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is not where I thought the story
If he
was
got
going.
2 out
This
of
just
3,
turned
how
out
did you get the
into
third one wrong?
roasting your
I don't know
dad.
what any of those balls are. What
So
are
yeah,
those?
that's the general.
If he got football and baseball right, how did he get basketball wrong?
There's a lot of sports out there. Okay, I'm not gonna judge. But yeah, all that to say, not a very athletic family. We never really did like a football game. Our traditions included driving out like closer to the city. We would always do like our family Thanksgiving with my aunt. And like, I don't know. I just remember that always being super boring because like all of my aunt's children were significantly older than me. And so they didn't really have any like fun toys. And like my aunt and her husband and then her kids like are all very educated and all very like civilized. And there's nothing against
Yeah,
that.
I have cousins like that too.
Yeah.
They're weird.
Yeah, but like now 2 of them have doctorates and they're working for like
Oh dang.
like university and
Yeah.
Amazon or something.
Yeah.
And
No, one of mine is like an actual psychologist.
mhm.
But she had to be reminded to drink water because she's book smart, not anything else smart.
Yeah.
Which means she just forgot to take care of herself in college and was hospitalized for being dehydrated
Mhm.
for just not drinking while alone at college. Just
Yeah.
not drinking anything. She had
So-
to get a weekly text from her mom saying, "Drink your milk."
To be fair, when I was in high school, I had to be reminded to blink in math class.
No.
It's hard. You have to do a lot of thinking in math.
Your eyes are
class.
crusting up and falling out of your skull.
right.
Maybe you want to blink once or twice.
Some of you guys solve for X, and Ruthie, can you blink really quick?
No, I just like
Blink as many times as the answer is.
I have really dry eyes and like frequently sleep with my eyes open on accident. And I just was telling somebody about this.
What? Sorry, hold on.
And I'll like wake up.
How do you do
and
that
then
on accident?
how do you do it on purpose? I like will wake up and sometimes when I like open my eyes and it like splits my cornea, and like it's really bad. And then I have to
Fun.
like take special eye drops for it. Anyways, but one time we were on this road trip. So imagine 15-passenger van,
Yeah.
7 kids, 2 parents, actually, and my grandpa. So it was like
And Grandpa's in
Full-
the back just playing a poker game
heck
with the.
no.
Well,
No,
that sounds
and
like a good time.
We've driven out to Oregon a couple different times, and like we just do a lot of road trips because plane trips, as you can imagine, not exactly
yeah,
ideal.
with 10 people would
Yeah,
be.
we did take one 14-person trip to Finland 2 summers ago.
Oh, sick.
Yeah, that was really fun.
Imagine
anyways.
arranging 14 passports.
One was forgotten.
Oh,
And then
no.
That's
literally-
rough.
But there's a place in the Twin Cities where you can go and then get it the same day, but you have to like really be cooking to like be able to. Yeah.
Yeah,
Anyway, so that
okay.
was really intense. She had to get a different flight and then come like 2 days later.
Big rib.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a big
It
rib.
was it was really sad. Anyways, but we took this road trip, and because I accidentally sleep with my eyes open a lot, I kept like on the road trip with like air blasting and whatever.
Yeah.
It kept happening, and so then I told my brother, the one next younger than me, I was like, hey, can you just, if I fall asleep, will you just close my eyes for me? And so then he took it upon himself to just watch me the entire time I was sleeping, and then I'd be just about asleep and he'd lean over and just boop. And then I'd wake up like, no, you have to actually wait until I'm asleep. And I get so mad. And then it just became like this bit where he just like, every time I would like look like I was even remotely resting, he'd just like poke my eyes. What have I done?
I mean, you doing what you
You
told him
played
to.
yourself.
Yeah, I know. Anyway,
Congratulations.
sorry, you were talking about your aunt.
Oh, yep. So the only
His ant
tradition
collection.
that I remember from that party, that Thanksgiving event that we go to every single year, was just being traditionally scared of one of my great aunts. Like she was an older woman, and I remember just being a little kid, and she had this very specific chair that she sat in. And one time when I was young, I made the mistake of sitting in that chair. And I got
And that was the first time
screamed
Elliot
at.
died.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. I got screamed at, absolutely reamed. And I don't remember anything. I just remember it being super unintelligible, just like on how pissed she was, pretty much.
What the heck?
Is that why you're always remembering Elliot 3 because that was like the first time you died?
I think so, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's a very good chance that my soul just up and left my body at that point. It was like, I can't handle this anymore.
Yeah.
But yeah, ever since that one Thanksgiving, like, I don't know, there was probably only like 2 or 3 more years that like I saw her and she was around. I don't really know what happened, if she just ended up stopped coming, or
It's your
People
fault.
kept stealing their chair.
yeah,
People told her to
kept
stop
stealing her
coming.
chair, I guess. But yeah, I remember always being terrified of that. And even now when I like go to their house, we don't really do Thanksgiving anymore, but every now and then we'll get together for like Easter or just do like a family get together. I still will just avoid the living room out of
Nice.
out of just pretty much fear. That's the only way to explain it.
Yeah.
Just because that's where her chair was, and that's where I was the most terrified of my entire life.
Wow.
Even your adult life?
Yeah, easily.
Wow.
Well, that's how you treat kids, everybody.
Mm. Yeah.
Yeah, you always yell at them. That
I
always
mean, it
helps.
was effective. I didn't sit in her chair again.
Yeah.
Only more effective if she just beats you.
Well,
No! Bam! Just like
You didn't see that, but he just smashed his own thigh really hard to the point where like I could feel it in the floor.
Yep.
it was a loud thump.
You should
Yeah.
listen to it when I like hit my chest. Like I have to cough. And I just beat my chest, and Carly's like, "Stop! Stop it!"
What?
Because it's like,
It just sounds really painful.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, that's intense. That's like a
very-
sternum rub.
yeah.
Nope, it's not.
No.
Sternum beat.
Smack.
Yeah. Just gets
very
smacked.
primal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gorilla.
Ooga booga.
Mm.
Yeah.
So Thanksgiving, Levi, what you got?
For stories, it's stories, right?
Yeah, or just
Or did
general
you-
factoids, or
Did you bring food to share,
He brought
or what
Plymouth
you're
Rock.
thankful for.
or like actual Thanksgiving food?
I'm really confused now.
Like we asked you,
You
to
know,
bring a
like
turkey.
the holiday.
I didn't bring a turkey. You guys did not tell me to bring a turkey till now.
Yeah,
Levi,
we
we
did.
sent the text.
It
You
was
did not tell
We
me
did.
to bring a turkey. You
It
guys
was
know I
facts.
don't pay attention to things, right?
Yeah, clearly, because when I sent you a picture about a mic, you thought it was serious. I sent a picture to the group chat because we were just messing around. Carly and a friend of ours were messing around at a Walmart last weekend, and I found this
so bad.
this mic that plugs into your really, really cheap karaoke machine. It was a $10 mic, but it had a 1/4-inch jack on it, and our mixer can accept that. And so I sent a picture saying, "Hey guys, we're getting new mics, all three of us." Just the worst looking things ever.
Mm.
I got so debated. I haven't been more debated.
Wait, can I keep my own mic?
No, no, you can't.
Hmm.
Yeah,
You can feel sad, Levi. I do feel sad.
yeah.
No, the thing that comes to mind right away is I have this like deep trauma from a Thanksgiving long time ago. 'Cause we would used to go to like my dad's mom's
Hey Ruthie, can you stop
family
pulling on the
gathering.
headphone cord?
I'm sorry.
No, she can't. She can't stop.
Also, you're chewing into the mic right now.
You are putting the mic in my face, or actively trying to pull away from it.
Okay, sorry for the interruption.
No,
Levi.
you're
Please
okay.
Continue.
I just feel deeply insulted that
Yep.
Ruthie would try to chew into the mic.
Ruthie, would you like to take this time to
By
try
the
to
end of
apologize?
today, I'm gonna have a recording of Ruthie burping.
She's
into the
still
mic.
just chewing into the mic.
Oh my gosh, Ruthie.
I will have a recording of you burping into a mic, and I will use it against you.
So
It's literally the most disgusting thing ever.
it's not
I
ideal.
disagree. I feel like sewage diver's pretty gross, but
Yeah, I would concur.
yeah,
So we would go to my dad's
they went to
mom's
Six Flags every year.
Thanksgiving meal
Mhm.
when they would have it. They stopped having that meal like a decade ago, right? So it's been a real or like over a decade
They
ago.
stopped eating a decade ago.
No. They stopped having that Thanksgiving meal.
Oh, okay.
Probably because there was a fight or my great grandparents were getting old. It was something like that.
They were fighting. while
Or
they were
everybody
old.
moved away or they were fighting. I don't know. But I do remember I was like 6, 7, 8, like in that really young range. And I was sitting down.
678.
Yeah, I was 6, 7,
See?
8. It
6,
has-
7, 8.
6, 7, 8. And I was like
69
sitting
months?
at the kids table, and I had an older cousin who was like, I had like 3 meatballs left, and he was like, "Yo, you gotta finish your plate. You gotta finish your plate." But he was like older and scarier, and
Than
I'm
the
like a
meatballs?
really timid person, and so I was like, I'd eat one more, and then I was like, "Alex, I can't do it. I can't do it, Alex." And he'd be like, "You gotta finish your plate, dude. You gotta finish your." And I was like, "I can't do it." And I was like almost crying, and he was like, "No, you gotta eat it." So I'd eat it, and I'd feel like I gotta throw. Like I feel like I have to throw up,
He's
and I'm
gonna
like, "I
blab.
can't do it,
He's
Alex."
gonna
And he's
blab.
like, "Levi, you have to eat it." And then I eat the last meatball. and I didn't throw up.
Oh.
Yay!
But he should not have done that, and I have deep trauma.
That is a testament to the human ability to eat meatballs right there.
Yeah.
You thought you couldn't do 3 more, but you powered through it.
I was a freaking child.
Yeah.
You were a winner, Levi.
I was a winner.
And to be honest with you,
Listen, winners
I haven't seen that
don't
kind
do
of
glasses.
I haven't seen that kind of initiative out of you since.
you didn't even see me then.
I was there. I encouraged you.
Are you Alex?
I'm out.
No.
Remove silicone masks after 15 years.
Doesn't even have any skin left.
It's just all gone.
Yeah.
Yuck.
Ruthie's been on it the whole time. Or better yet, she wasn't. Now it's a surprise for her too.
Well,
Yeah.
That would smell so bad.
Yeah, it would.
I remember when maybe this is too much information, but when I was younger, before I had braces for 4 years.
That's a
Okay.
huge rip. I
And-
thought my brother having it for 2 was a long time.
Yeah, and no, it was 3 years. I lied.
Still,
directly
that's
to
a
you.
long time
Um,
to just be suffering.
But I had before that they put like spacers in, so it was like they put it on my back molars, and then it was like came into a V, and like there was like a little kind of looked like a hard Jolly Rancher on the top.
Yeah,
of
yeah,
my
an
mouth.
expander.
mhm.
Is that what it was?
Because it expands the bone plate on your soft palate.
Oh,
I also
really?
just
Is
tried.
that why they had that?
It makes your mouth wider.
Oh my word!
That where you had to like turn it with like a metal key or whatever, like the metal pick.
We never. No, it was just like there was nothing to expand. It was just.
Oh, but
two
it was just that
bars.
whole thing.
Yeah. It
Yeah.
was just a spacer to keep my teeth from moving forward because they had to. I've had 12 teeth pulled in my life, so they had like.
Wow.
They
You-
pulled my canine.
That means you have 7 left.
So they.
They were baby teeth, though, right?
And then no. So they pulled.
Uh.
They pulled 4 baby teeth, and then they pulled 4 adult teeth, like the same ones that grew back.
Mm.
And then they pulled my wisdom teeth. So I don't know if that really counts, but they had. So it's 12 total. But they anyway. So but this little plastic Jolly Rancher thing
Mhm.
would sit on the roof of my mouth, and because it was just like there all the time, it ate away all the skin underneath. So it was just
What?
like my
Yeah,
mouth
it's gross.
smelled like rotting flesh
Just death.
all the time, and there was nothing I could do about it. Like I would try to like it was like
Yeah, because jam something underneath that, and you're gonna be like, ah!
yeah, it
Yeah.
was really really
Just
gross.
yeah, jam something
Wow.
into your soft palate.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Elliot keeps saying soft palate and hard palate because I used to have this.
Whered.
What?
My palate is whered.
I had this. I was in voice lessons with this woman who was Russian, and
Where was she going?
and she was wherever it was, she was getting there really fast. But she like didn't. There was a bit of a language barrier, and so she would like instead of using other words to explain herself, she would just yell the same words over and over, and so I would just stand
That's
there
effective.
and silently cry.
Because each time it means something different.
No, same thing every time. Anyways, and then she would always say like, "You're soft palate and hard palate," and she's like, "I wish I could just like reach into your mouth and like adjust your soft palate and hard palate," and I would just like, "I'm sorry, you can't do that."
Well, she could, but
Yeah, no, that would not have worked out.
Could you
yeah.
beat that woman in a fight?
No, this woman would go.
Oh gosh.
She would go to the gym every day and wear high heels and a fur coat on the stair stepper.
What a champion.
Wow.
Yeah, so no, I couldn't beat her in a fight.
Yeah.
It's such a flex.
Why would you wear high heels on the stairs?
And a fur coat.
The fur coat's fine, whatever. Sometimes you just want to have a workout where you sweat a lot. Yeah. But
Yeah.
But a fur coat, though?
I mean, when you got nothing
You can
else,
work out in like a $2 hoodie.
why would I spend $2 when I could just save up that money and spend it on like $1,000 mink coat?
This is my workout.
Just
mink.
just don't do that
My workout
500
mink.
times.
This is my Arctic Fox workout jacket. It was $5,000, and I had to get it across country lines,
Can you imagine
just
getting like
borders,
like a sweatsuit with like fur pants?
fur
on
line,
the-
a fur line sweatsuit.
So, just like doing a CrossFit session in an
Just with
entire
the-
Chewbacca outfit.
Dude.
with
A ghillie
juicy
suit?
above the ass.
No.
Yuck. Nothing cute.
juicy for all the wrong reasons. So what was your favorite Thanksgiving tradition? Butchering the cow on the table, or
No. I do have a cow story though for Thanksgiving. We didn't normally travel because we lived on the farm, but we did have everybody come to our place one time for Thanksgiving, and yeah, so the house was packed. My dad has 10 siblings and my mom has 8. So
Wow.
yeah, but I think it was
Got
just
a
my
one up me and then
Yeah.
three up me.
I think it was just my dad's side that came that day. But yeah, there was somebody was looking out the window and they're like, "Huh, that cow is acting really strange." And so then my mom went out there and she came back in. She's like, "Well, her eyeballs popped out."
What? What?
And then she died shortly after that.
What?
Not my mom, the cow. But so that was my memorable Thanksgiving story.
Why did that happen?
I have no idea.
My mom, the cow.
just a nice infection or something where it swells a lot, pushes them out. It must have been something like that. I have some nice cranial swelling, so let me just.
You'd have to do that twice. I don't know. In a row. It was.
No, they're
It
separate.
was
They popped
rapid
at different times.
succession.
Yeah.
There you go. There
Oh,
you
what was those ones? Your eyeballs already popped out.
go. What was that?
Are there more things?
Don't worry about it.
No, I think that's just a dripping faucet. At this
Well,
point.
Everything
You
fell
like-
out. Paul is not here
I
anymore.
can't do that one. I could barely do this one.
Do the helicopter sound.
That's probably really horrible to listen to in a mic. I'll do it far away.
Wait,
I don't know if that
they
got
can't
picked
hear
up,
it
yeah.
at all. I'd have to crank the gain.
What?
Do it
If we didn't have the wind guard, it'd be terrible.
Yeah, it would be. It came
Stop
up
that.
pretty good.
I don't think it's working.
No, it was
Levi
working.
just put his mic up to a fan, which is obviously my inferior opponent.
Oh no!
And we're reporting to you live.
And we leave the studio now
this
to
one again.
bring you Levi. Actually,
have to do
you have
this
the
one again.
perfect last name for a weatherman.
I do have a
We
very
don't have
good
to
last
say
name
it
for
though.
Rowan. It would get edited out of the
Yeah.
podcast.
Yeah.
You should do your sound.
Well, I can't be on the show. I can't be doing the news and do the sound.
No, the
do
joke was
your,
last
like,
time is that we had to use
"Whoa,"
Elliot's
that
mic
one.
for it.
Do it.
Do the sound.
Okay, okay.
No,
I'm doing
not
the sound.
the fan. Enough with the fan.
Wait, what?
Not-
What
don't do the
sound?
fan.
What sound? What sound?
The sound that you make every single show.
All right.
He's sitting up straighter.
He's warming up.
Let me edit this out real quick. Boop.
Yeah, that's the one.
That's the one.
The pitch
Like that.
wasn't quite there. I think you need to be higher.
Beep.
Soft pellet. If I could
Squared.
just
Eep.
reach into your mouth and fix your
Beep.
soft fat pellet.
Okay.
You should flick him in the palate.
I used to like. It was a. I went through a phase where I would just flick people in the throat a lot, and I feel like that
I
would.
feel like that would be terrible.
Yeah, I'm glad I missed out on that one.
I think you should bring it back.
I've got one rule about having a girlfriend. It's just you don't have to touch my throat.
For any reason at all? What?
Yeah, like if you're going to touch my throat, don't touch my throat.
Okay. Deal.
Well,
I feel like this recording doesn't give a good enough representation of how Carly and I interact normally, because here she sounds super quiet and like she never says anything inappropriate or anything like that. She's
Normally
the soft one.
Screaming.
Oh,
at the top
she's
of her lungs.
screaming just dick jokes the whole time.
oh my gosh.
And guess what? She doesn't have a mic, so she
She's
can't
stealing-
defend herself.
She's trying to steal the mic.
I do not do that. Not true.
Well, let's see.
Yeah, but you're not like quiet.
I'm just nervous. That's it.
Do better.
You're doing great, Carly.
Yeah,
Don't
actually,
let
you're
it
doing
really
really well.
Carly.
Yeah, I didn't think you were gonna say anything, and I was like prepared for that,
Yeah.
and then
I was
here you
prepared to just
are.
hold the mic in front of your face for 30 minutes.
Yeah. To be
While we
honest,
were all waiting for you to say something. No one's saying
Currently.
anything.
currently you're talking to a larger audience than the podcast episode will probably reach. So you can put that into
I
perspective.
feel like that's not true. We've gotten like
Here's the thing.
a couple hundred listens per episode.
My little
lately.
sister Mia distributes it every week to all of her friends.
Yeah.
So
Does she actually?
Yeah.
Oh my
Hey
god.
Mia.
Hey Mia.
That's great.
Thank
That's
you
the one
for the
that wrote
intro.
our intro, yeah.
Our number one fan of the show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for joining us on Patreon too, if you are
Yeah.
there. Or
Thank you,
should
every
join
high
us
Still
on
got
school
20
Patreon.
minutes
student.
left before we close. We
Well, I
gotta
know.
keep this rolling.
I wanted to get the mid-episode shout out.
Oh, yeah, that's
The
right.
the mid. It's the second ad roll.
Are we mid right now? We're 40 minutes in.
Oh, this
like-
is-
it's
this
like
is the
two-thirds.
this is the
Two-thirds.
Thanksgiving special.
Or
So-
4-6.
My neck is gonna cramp up.
From what?
Because I'm sitting
Just
like
have
a
Elliot flick it a few
I'm
times.
slouchy.
Yeah, let Elliot flick you in the neck.
Sometimes I just sit on the floor like this.
Yeah.
We were talking about earlier before we started the episode the fact that I've been in 17 car accidents and have had 4 concussions. So my neck isn't exactly in prime condition.
Yeah, big rip.
Yeah. Okay.
I've only been in one.
Really?
Yeah.
Tell me about it.
I've been in 2,
Have you really?
and one of them was like 3 weeks ago.
Nice.
Oh yeah, I heard about that on the podcast.
Yeah. He was killed.
I have not been alive since then. I've been Casper in the
I was
podcast.
murdered.
You say you've been Casper the
I've
ghost?
been Caspering
Been
the
castrated
podcast.
the ghost.
Oh, good.
You know, like Casper, but I made it a verb
Does
like
Casper
Dr.
have
Seuss does.
A
What?
podcast?
Do you say
He's got a
is
couple
Casper
movies.
hot?
Does Casper have a podcast?
I don't think that's an appropriate question to ask, Elliot.
I don't think you're listening to me. And Casper isn't a Thanksgiving topic.
But he's friendly.
Yeah, where was this when you guys did the Halloween episode?
Yeah, where was this one?
Spooktacular what?
Spooktacular what?
You literally just said I was dead. I am dead. That's why it's the topic.
Yeah, 'cause we roasting you out here like a turkey. Boom!
Yeah.
Thanksgiving.
Yeah. Last
So
week's
this is just
episode
a
was
roast
just me
episode?
ranting alone.
Roasting you like a turkey, Levi.
I'm gonna roast you like a turkey, Elliot.
Stop it.
Yeah. No, wait,
You'd
no,
probably
not
be
me.
delicious.
Yeah, it would.
Ooh, give me a thigh.
Okay.
Actually, I think my calves would be the tastiest part of my body.
I disagree.
Very
Wow,
Tra-
Thanksgiving.
Yeah, give me some of the
Let me
loin.
tell you.
okay. All right.
Let me tell you about. You guys were talking about mics earlier, and I was thinking about karaoke. Which of course
Karaoke.
means karaoke. Yeah, and so everybody in my family. Oh, okay, Carly. Keep going.
You got it,
She
Ruthie.
just said, "Keep going." So everybody in my family sings, and so I don't know why we never got this growing up, but like it's just
Are you guys Family Force 9?
yeah, basically.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah. So I don't know why this was like of such a recent development, but a couple of years back, then somebody got a karaoke machine. And we all just like went ham, and I was surprised because sometimes we have this thing called Philtastic Adventures because my
Okay.
dad's name is Phil, and sometimes we get forced to do things that we don't want to do, but then it's just like you're doing it because it's a family adventure, and so they're Philtastic Adventures. Anyways, and so I really thought it was going to be something like that, where like everybody would be like, "No, we don't want to do this. Karaoke's dumb," but like everybody was really into it. And it was really fun.
Nice.
So we did
What
that
was,
last year for Thanksgiving.
Did everyone do one song, or like what was the song of the family choice?
We mostly mob the mic,
Okay.
you know, like
Okay.
everybody just kind of does it all at once.
Yeah, yeah.
So it really takes the appeal away from like having the spotlight on you because it's just like,
Might as well just all do it at once out of
Yeah.
the same
Mhm.
microphone.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like when we went to Finland and then we all sang together and then it was like half of the church got up and went to the front because it was like all, well, I guess my grandpa didn't go up. So it was all 13 of us just like went up to the front and sang. So like basically the same vibe. We were just preparing for Finland, I guess.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah, I get some nice rehearsal time in.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Except nobody likes being told what to do in our family. And
Oh,
so there's
great.
just a lot of bickering and there's
So it's 9 directors and
yeah. And
All
then
of
we
them
usually all
disagree.
just default to like my brother-in-law who like everybody actually likes.
oh. As opposed to the other one that no one likes.
Well,
Craig.
Actually, his name is Tim. He's just recently joined the family.
Yeah, Tim.
He didn't come to Finland,
Oh.
but no, yeah, everybody likes.
Tim, you're probably great.
Well, that remains to be seen.
No, he's pretty great. He's good. He really likes D&D. He's starting. We're
Okay,
starting
see?
a campaign, like Avatar: The Last Airbender campaign.
Oh, the
See?
new
Mhm.
Kickstarter campaign, D&D
Uh-huh.
thing.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't
Mm.
really know all the details, but my character is a 150-year-old woman who is
Yo.
an airbender who is really spirited because. Oh.
She'd have to be
Spirited
that
away.
old.
Mm-hmm.
Don't worry about it. That's just my fault.
You broke something.
No. I just like kicked the keyboard and then pulled the mixer and
Broke.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah. Well, anyways, and then she is really good at whittling and making.
Smash a smash a smash.
Like those custard pies.
What?
Can she make those custard pies?
No. What?
The ones that Aang makes with
Oh, I probably should add that.
yeah, where like you have to airbend the cream out so it stands in a little pyramid.
Cute.
Yeah.
Yeah, she should probably make those.
I saw Mia's drawings for her characters for
Yeah?
that. Yeah. 'Cause she put them on her Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they were they were cool. Yeah.
She's been super amped about it. Elliot and I were shopping today, and she called and then showed us all of them. And I think she really wants Elliot to be part of our campaign, so she asked him about it. I don't know. What would you have for a character?
I want to be a non-bender. So everyone else in the party right now is a bender.
Yeah.
That just sounds lame.
Wait.
Yeah, and you
Because why have
Would
powers
you be the Sokka?
when you cannot
Yes.
why
and
have
just be the glue guy of the group?
Mm.
So what I want to be, I think, I've just been thinking about it over the last hour or so, and like, what I think I want to be is a merchant, non-bender.
My cabbage.
Yeah. No, maybe not that guy. I would ask for a boat,
Okay.
because
To sell
the
cabbages.
the gang had like Appa to travel around on.
the gang.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Yeah.
The gang. But I think we should have a boat that I can call something.
And it will just come. It's a magical
Like-
boat, so
like
it comes
Bodie
to you.
McBoatface?
Yeah,
No,
Bodie
probably-
McBoatface.
Probably not that. I
Like
feel
the
like
cabbage
that's
boat.
definitely already copyrighted.
Cabbage stew.
I'm not going to sell cabbages,
Oh, yeah.
okay? That's lame.
The Cabbage Craft.
I'm going to sell something way cooler than that.
What? Like Flameo, like pellets?
No.
Flameo is just how you
Flamin'
say
Hot
hello.
Cheetos.
Oh my
Flamin'
gosh!
Hot
Don't even get me
Cheetos.
started
Flameo,
on
my
Cheetos.
good Hotman.
Yes. That's.
I want to play a 300-year-old firebender who uses slang from 300 years ago. Flameo, my good Hotman.
Flameo.
What do you have against Cheetos?
Why can't we be
They're
regular
too orange.
aged?
Cheetos have just gone too far recently. Like, yeah,
Like
Cheetos.
Chester
Are you talking about the
Cheeto.
mac and cheese thing?
Yeah, I'm talking about the mac and cheese.
Oh,
thing.
where it's like the spicy Cheetos but filled with
Yeah.
mac and cheese.
Spicy Cheeto mac and cheese is something that I saw in the grocery store the other week or something, and I just got thoroughly just aggravated by
Elliot,
it.
did
Did
you
you
ever
punch
have
them?
Elliot?
No,
I'm
I don't know how
remembering
to
something
punch
right now.
Cheeto. If I ever saw Chester Cheetah, what's his name?
Chester Cheetah.
Chester
Yeah,
Cheetah,
It is just
I'd punch him right in the face.
Elliot.
I'm not scared. I think I could beat Chester Cheetah in a fight.
You
I
probably
don't- I
could,
doubt it. I
but
think
you
he's
couldn't
on too
beat
many
mac and
drugs.
Cheetos in a fight.
Mac and Cheetos.
Listen,
It was
yeah.
a Burger
His
King
diet is
limited
nothing
time.
but Cheetos.
It was literally like mac and cheese shaped Cheetos, like covered in the Cheeto like stuff.
That's absolutely disgusting.
It
I
was
just want to say.
okay.
Cheetos are
just
an
okay.
product.
They were not good.
How they were originally designed.
You had them?
Cheetos?
No, mac and Cheetos.
No, that's
from
but,
Burger
like,
King.
I don't like Cheetos anyway.
Yeah. As they have
Cheetos
been
are only
designed,
okay with
as
a touch
God
of pool water on
intended the
'em.
Cheeto to be consumed.
In a pool, in a public
It is
pool.
okay.
just
Yeah.
what the heck?
The slight taste of chlorine.
Yeah,
And they're all
yeah.
soaking
The soggy
wet.
hands with just a slight taste of chlorine. That's the
It
way
is so not.
I can just
Cheetos
see
and
Paul
barbecue
going,
chips are the only way. Those are the only ways
Yeah.
it's supposed to be consumed.
You
is
just
at the
put
public
the
pool.
drop of
Public
pool water
public
on the
pool and then
Cheeto and it just goes.
shaking it in there.
Oh.
No,
Get
no,
one
no,
of
no,
those
no,
little
no, no,
nets
no,
and
no, no.
Scoop it all out.
You do like 3 cannonballs and you attempt a backflip. You do not nail the backflip at all. You get out of the pool in shame, go over, eat the small bag of Cheetos, dipping your still wet hand into that bag, and then you wipe it on your swimsuit and you jump right back in the pool.
Are you like talking from personal experience?
Yeah, and I was 15. So what are you gonna do about it?
Yeah, I think I've actually lived that exact moment in life. I don't know if our consciousness crossed at some point,
When we were like 12 and it
Yeah.
just was the same. Yeah.
just like in 2013.
yeah.
But
I mean, I wasn't 12 then, but yeah.
I mean, I've got that exact same memory.
yeah.
This
Wow.
should I don't know how you
I think we
guys
just
have the
broke his
same
brain.
memory as. How do you guys?
Do
Well,
you feel really left out?
we're a
Well, I
hive
just have the
mind.
same memory as you two.
You do too?
You did that as well?
I did the exact
Wow.
same thing.
Levi, can you swim?
What's the most embarrassing
I
thing
can't
you guys
swim.
have done in a public pool?
Got all the way to the top of the super tall one. Looked down, started bawling, and then got back down.
Nice. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was a lifeguard for 5 years. But when I was really little, I was in swimming lessons. And we got to the portion where they were trying to teach you how to dive. And they were like, okay, so you start at the edge of the pool, and you just do that from your knees, like down, so you can kind of get the idea of how you're supposed to enter the water. You work your way in until you're just kind of like falling in. And it's like, okay, now it's time for everybody to try it off the diving board. And so everyone else did it in front of me, and I was the last
Okay,
one to go. And I jumped off the diving board and belly flopped so hard that I knocked myself out and sank to the bottom of the pool and had to get pulled out
No.
and failed swimming lessons.
No.
Oh, why did you jump?
I mean, the diving board's like 2 feet above the water, so I jumped a little bit, but not that much. I just didn't commit to the dive fully, so I belly flopped just straight on just smack, and then like in an Avatar where they just like stop on the water and then sink slowly. Yeah, I did that.
Yikes.
Dude.
Yeah.
I just thought of another memory I had from a public pool. Did you want to hear it?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, because we lived on a lake, my mom was like constantly concerned that we were going to drown and die.
Yeah.
And so I, at various intervals of my life, had to take swimming lessons. And the last time I took swimming lessons, I was 16 and my sister was 18. And my mom was like, okay, you have an option here. You have two options. You can either go at like 6 p.m. with a whole bunch of like first through sixth graders, or you can go at 6 a.m. it was like 3 days a week or something like that, with a group of elderly women.
Ooh.
And we were like, okay, well, I think our minds are made up for us. Like, so
You had to go to swimming lessons when you were 16?
I'm sorry, what?
Is that what you said? What age?
Why are you asking such intrusive questions? Yeah.
Okay.
anyways.
Just making sure that I heard you right, because
Still not a strong swimmer.
okay.
Anyways, and so then we would go like 3 times a week. And my sister and I, we had our little, our caps or whatever. And after we were done with our lesson, which was taught by a woman named Olga, who was 80 years old and like in the best shape I've ever seen an 80-year-old in. But she, at the end, would like let us do free swim. And so Rachel and I went to like the end of the pool, and they're like at the deep end, and I was like, let's touch the bottom of the pool with our faces. And she was like,
A great idea, might I add.
Really good.
An idea that's never knocked anyone out or skinned a head.
and so we both like just dive straight down. I get about halfway down and my ears are like, nope. And I was like, wow, this sucks. And so I came back up, and then like about 3 seconds later, then Rachel popped back up and like holding her ears and just going, and I was like, she was like, that hurt my ears so bad. And I was like, you went all the way down? And she was like, you didn't? And she was so mad. And so now every time I have like a really harebrained idea, she's like, let's touch the bottom of our pool with our faces.
Yeah. A couple years ago, Christmas, my family normally does it in Florida, just because it's a nice escape. It's our present to ourselves, and so we just do that. We just
What are
disappear.
you escaping from? Are you okay?
Yeah, well, like the bears that
Do
are
you need
chasing
help?
us always.
Blink twice if you need help. Oh my word.
Oh, he's blinking so many times. Oh, that's a lot of bears.
100 times.
That's so many bears.
I don't know what that means.
That's so many bears. Oh.
Anyway, so there's a pool in the place that we normally stay, and it's just this outdoor little Well, it's not a huge pool, and we would do like just dive into it, whatever. Most of the time, you just kind of wade in it and chill, like float around with a beer, and it's fine. But we were doing like backwards dives, so like doing like half a backflip, diving in, and I did it a couple times, and it did it well. And then the last time I did it, I didn't jump far enough away from the edge of the pool because there's no diving board. It's an 8-foot
Yeah.
deep pool, so there's like signs everywhere that say no diving. Don't be an idiot. And I was a lifeguard at this time, by the way. I'd been a lifeguard for 2 years. And I scraped the top of my head against the side of the pool, like the whole way down to the bottom. And I popped up, and I was missing hair from here to here in just a
my
stripe.
gosh.
And my
Referencing
skin there,
the
too.
beginning of his scalp, or like the hairline,
Yeah,
and
like
then
you can
to
see
like
like
mid.
this little
Like
like
3-4
divot.
inches
Mhm.
into.
This divot was 3 times the size.
Oh.
Ouch.
Yeah.
That's not good.
No, it was not good.
That's a rough
Just
one.
came up and just blood just
Mhm.
washing down my face.
One time in the Wisco Dells for me. I must have been like late middle school, early high school. So, you know, just the perfect age to be
Real stupid.
like like really self-conscious about every single part of me and my entire personality and the way I looked and everything like that. You know, real fun time to be alive.
But then trying to change it, but overcompensating.
Right. As every middle to high school boy does.
Yep.
But we were having a good day at like a big water park, you know, going down all the slides and everything. And I was hitting this one slide over and over again all day. And it was like a bigger slide, but there wasn't really any line for it. And it was it's like a body slide, and it's one of the ones where you start off yourself, where like you've got the bar and you can swing yourself down. So, you know, the game is like how fast of a start can you get and how fast can you fly down?
Yeah, yeah.
How close to the edges can you get of, you know, like the big turn corners and everything like
Yeah.
that.
Oh, you died, didn't you?
I didn't die.
This was his
You've been
second
Caspering
death.
us the whole time, haven't you?
No. I started getting really good at it, to say the least. I started going real quick and hitting that start real hard. And the last time that I wrote it, I just like fully swung off it, you know.
Yeah.
You know, probably could have gotten yelled at if any of the lifeguards working at the water park were getting paid more than like $7.50 an hour.
Yeah.
I would have gotten yelled at.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I
Never
just
paid
hit
just
it
enough to care about your
going
life.
fast. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, I hit it going fast, going like around corners and everything. Like if I wanted to, I could have stuck my leg up over the side.
Cheap amputation.
Yeah, cheap
Yeah.
amputation, definitely.
Oh, that's sick.
You mean like the kid that died at the in the Texas
I don't want to talk about
amusement park? Yeah.
I mean, I wasn't that far, but someone should have stopped me.
Yeah.
The thing is,
Somebody stop me.
somebody did stop me. That someone is Jesus.
It was God.
Because when I got
It
to
was
the
God.
end, there's like the big like slow down puddle,
Yeah.
and then they drop you off.
Yeah, yeah.
And during that, my swim trunks went from around my waist to around my ankles. And to be honest with you, I think I played it off real smooth.
Really?
Yeah.
How did
Like
you do
I
Wept the remainder of the day.
pretty much, yeah. So like
cried
I came
in the locker room?
I felt them come off almost right away. And as I was coming out of the tube and then dropping off into the pool,
Yeah.
like I went into a little cannonball and just grabbed.
Oh, you did the tuck.
Yeah, I tucked.
You tucked and rolled.
I tucked and then just rolled it right back up my body and then onto the parts they needed to cover.
Oh,
And, you
that's
know,
smooth.
They've always got lifeguards at the bottom of those things. So I popped up. I knew what happened. I looked over at the
They knew what
lifeguard.
happened.
They knew what happened. But again, I played it off so smoothly, and they're only getting paid $7.50 an hour.
Yeah.
So like there was like that subtle nod of like we're both in acknowledgement of what happened here,
But we're not going to say anything.
but we're
about
not going to acknowledge it.
I mean, what are they gonna do? Like report you for public nudity?
No, probably
Yeah.
not.
As a child, when your swimsuit just came off on
No,
accident.
probably not. But yeah, someone should have stopped me.
Yeah. Probably.
My sister and I used to do this thing where we would go down the slide and then we'd like sprawl out, and so we would have our arms and legs like pressed against the wall so that we would stop in the slide, and then we'd wait for each other to like. Originally it was a prank, and then it just was like, wow, this is kind of fun. We can, because we weren't supposed to like go at the same time, and then we would just get slammed by the other person, and then you just ride down together. And then we did that probably like 10 times until finally the lifeguard at the bottom was like, yeah, you guys can't keep doing that, because I'm sure he probably thought that his like coworker was just letting us both go down at the
And
same
he's
time.
like going like, what the heck the whole time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. We did a lot of things that actually were quite painful, but we were like, haha, this is so fun. It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah.
It's quite dangerous as well.
Yeah.
Again, really surprised. Only one broken bone.
Yeah,
in
I
the
am
entire
too.
Family.
A lot of prayer.
Yeah.
A lot of milk.
Lot of milk.
Lot of
Oh,
milk.
ridiculous amount of milk. To the point where like my brother was taking so much, he had like milk and calcium and was like taking all these different, he was in wrestling
Yeah.
and also like super dehydrated because of the whole, wrestling is actually a very toxic sport.
Yeah,
That's
it's not
terrible.
good for
Oh, yeah.
you.
Yeah.
You need to cut 40 pounds.
In 2
Excuse me?
days.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so spit in a cup and like don't, yeah.
And
seriously.
shiver
Spit in a
all
cup, and that's what you
night.
get to drink this week.
Yuck. Yuck. Yeah.
Yeah.
Somebody did that. Like they chugged someone else's spit and then threw up everywhere.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
I mean, wrestling's also terrible because they don't wash the mats ever. So people just get MRSA and like lose a leg.
Yuck.
Yeah, from
Or
bacteria.
ringworm.
Yeah, or ringworm.
Yeah.
Just all the time. Like their back's just all splotchy and
Yeah. You can get rid of ringworm by peeing on it, which I wish I would have
so
known.
they just all started peeing on each other.
No. I wish I would have known that, because at one point I did get ringworm and then I had to like put this stuff on it. Anyways, I wish
Oh,
I
the
would have
cream?
known
Yeah.
that you could have just peed on it, because
The cream that just already has uric acid in it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, so
You know, you can just buy a bunch of urea, which is the substance that makes your urine stank, and you use it in refining gold
or pranking people.
or pranking people.
Nice.
I like to put just a giant container of urea, the powder. I dump it into the tank on the back of the toilet. So that way, no matter how many times they flush, it still stinks like they just peed right after asparagus.
Nice.
Yeah. Rough. Anyways,
Well,
so like because he was super dehydrated and like had a ton of calcium and stuff, then
Yeah.
this guy picked him up and dropped him on his head, which I remember watching, and like it was like weirdly in slow motion, but it happened very fast.
Yeah.
And then he just got whomped, and like he got up and his eyes were all dazed and stuff, but then because of that somehow like the force cracked one of his ribs, like but like not, it popped the cartilage, like his cartilage
yeah,
had
yeah.
almost calcified,
Yeah.
and then it just like boop, and so now his little rib goes in and out, and he just like
Can he bend it himself? Like just poke it and push it in?
yeah
That's disgusting.
yeah, it's not good.
That sounds like it would hurt to just do that.
yeah,
Yeah.
I don't think it's pleasant.
I mean, I broke my pinky.
On purpose?
No, I shattered my pinky, and not shattered.
He's
But
gonna
this
do the thing
joint-
that creeps me out.
Yeah, this joint right here, just kind of cracked like the crown of the bone or whatever that is.
Yeah.
So now I can.
Oh,
no. Not good.
It just does a nice.
it was a 90-degree pinky,
yeah 90
everybody.
degree pinky bend.
But like not in the way that looks
The
natural, in the way that
wrong
looks
direction.
absolutely unnatural.
Nobody does. Nobody I don't like that. I can do it because it sucks.
Nobody likes the pinky bend.
The pinky man cometh.
The pinky bends.
Yuck.
Behave or the pinky man will come.
Not a crowd favorite.
Everyone's least favorite clown.
I feel like that's like one of those
Pinky
children's
Winky.
stories that gets you to do like the dishes or something.
Yuck.
Instead of Baba Yaga, it's just the pinky man. He'll
The
come bend
pinky
your
man is
pinkies at a
coming.
90-degree angle.
You will not like it.
He's
Go
gonna
to sleep now, child.
he'll come and break both of your pinkies.
Use your soft pellet or Pinky Man will come for you.
Soft pellet, hard pellet.
Soft pellet, hard pellet.
Pinky man
Pinky.
comes in the
Always
night.
say it wrong.
The Pinky Man is here.
Ballet.
Belly.
Soft belly.
Soft pellet, hard
hard
pellet.
belly.
Pinky man come in the
Soft
night.
belly, hard
The
belly.
Pinky Man is here. for
Pinky
you.
Man
Pinky
is
man
here
here. If you s-
for Shelly. That's a glory right man.
all right.
For Shelly?
Thank you everybody for tuning in to episode 22. Thanks to our guests for coming, Carly and Ruthie. Thank you guys so much. You guys have been here for a couple recordings. We're glad you guys were able to join us.
No problem.
Glad
Yeah.
to contribute.
Yeah. If you guys want to tune into our bonus episode, it's going to be just Ruthie and Carly. That's it. And
Yep.
Well, because they always watch a movie or whatever in the bedroom. So now the boys, we're going to
We
go
get
watch.
to watch a movie.
We're going to go
We
watch
get to watch
James
a
Bond in the
baby.
bedroom while they do the bonus episode
Yeehaw.
for us.
You can watch Nacho Libre for free.
Or we could just watch James Bond for free.
Yo.
Or Nacho Libre.
Or
Well,
James
we'll
Bond.
figure
We
that
could go
out.
to
in the
Anyway, we'll
bonus
figure that
episode.
out
We
when,
could go to
when
Big
they're
Marky
doing the
again.
bonus episode. All right, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. We'll catch you guys next week.
On the flippity flip.
Happy Thanksgiving. Lake City Variety is a product of us, with our intro and outro written by Mia. You can give her a follow on Instagram at Mia_art_1391. Thank you for listening to the show. We'll be back next week.
Just three guys who are sitting on a couch and they're recording.